welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to United States versus Bolivia in CONCACAF or CONMEBOL Copa América 2024 Group C. Estados Unidos contra Bolivia en la CONMEBOL Copa América Grupo C. Both teams are out. They're ready to go. Bolivia in their red, USA in their white kits. The Bolivian anthem is playing as we speak. Starting 11s are as follows. For the United States, in goal, we got Matt Turner. The back four, Joe Scally, Chris Richards, Tim Ream, Anthony Robinson, Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie, Gio Reyna. The three midfielders, right wing, Tim Weah. Striker, Folarin Balogun. Christian Pulisic, the left wing. For Bolivia, in goal, we got Guillermo Vizcarra. The back five of Roberto Fernandez, Jesus Sagredo, Luis Joaquin, Jose Sagredo, Diego Medina. The midfielders are Gabriel Villamil, Lionel Justin Año, Fernando Salcedo, and a two-striker pairing of Bruno Miranda and Cesar Menacho. It's funny. I just bought some pizza from Papa John's, but it wasn't for you. I just ate some pizza, funnily enough. Is Bolivia a shit show? I mean, the U.S. should beat the hell out of them. If that's your answer, that's the answer that gives you your answer. Cheeseburger, the Papa John's cheeseburger pizza. I could have lived without the tomatoes on it, but it is what it is. USA wearing their white kits. Bolivia wearing their red. USA should win this. I agree. If they don't, that's a problem. So we're live for this match. Was it any good? Yeah, I liked it. If there was no tomatoes on it, I probably would have. I think I was also working against time, so I didn't completely. Like, I ate everything up to the crust. Normally the first time I eat the crust, but I was a little bit pressed for time. As you can see, no tray table by me. Well, Bolivia's basically the level of an island, so he'll be fine. But hit that like button, let's get us one going. Hit that super chat button as well, subscribers and all that. This is the first of two lives tonight. We'll be live for Uruguay versus Panama, and I will also review that game. So there will be an hour break in between the live streams because it was 5 to 7 and 8 to 9 or 8 to 10. But, I mean, it's not a bad lineup. I mean, it's the best 11. Basically the best 11 that you would play without Dest and arguably Haji Wright. For USA, it's Balogun. I would have started Haji Wright, but if you want to get Balogun some confidence and try to get him going and get him heated, you would probably do it against Bolivia. So Balogun better have a really good game tonight. In goals, Matt Turner. The back four of Anthony Robinson, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, Joe Scally, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, Gio Reyna. Midfield three, Christian Pulisic, Folarin Balogun, Tim Weah. Because that's the guy Greg wants to be the number one striker, even though he hasn't shown a damn thing since he became a U.S. player. He has not lived up to the expectations people had of him. But Haji Wright's played better. Sargent's played better. He's hurt, but he played better. So the question is Dest out for good? He's out for the tournament. He should be back next year. I would say the start of next year, like next March or so. He had an ACL tear, so it should be less than a year, but that was about, what, April? So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. They're not going to call him up to January camp, so it's March For the national team, it's March. For his club career, it'd probably be December or January. Vizcarra in goal for Bolivia. The back five, Fernandez, Sagredo, Joaquin, Sagredo, Medina, Villamil, Justinano, Salcedo. And the front two, Miranda and Menacho. And we're off. And we're off already. Games on Fox proper, local Fox. We're off. The United States versus Bolivia. And the United States gets an early chance, punched away. Punched away by Vizcarra. But the United States are on them like water on rice. Good. But that sucks. Pulisic crosses into the box, headed away by Bolivia. Plays down. Balogun, is he on? But it's cleared. He was on, but it was cleared. What a save by Vizcarra. Vizcarra with 2 big saves in the first 30 minutes or 30 seconds of the match. Wow. Welcome back. How have things been for you? Things are going well for me. How have things been going for you? Under 3. If Vizcarra keeps playing like this, yeah. Maurizio Mariani from Italy is the referee. Why is there Italian ref in CONMEBOL? Like, I get the Uzbek thing when there was an Uzbeki ref in a CONCACAF tournament, but okay. I'll allow it. Fratelli d'Italia. I know. I know. It's andiamo. Sure. Sure. Nice. You watch any Asian Cup games? Or did you leave that alone? United States is number 11 in the FIFA rankings. Bolivia is 84th. This should be an ass whooping. Two minutes in, that'll be a corner for the USA. One 0 cross in. Pulisic runs up, shot, golazo! Goal! 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 United States! Estados Unidos! Christian Pulisic! Short corner, takes it in and curls it in. 1-0. Bolivia's already on. The back foot, Christian Pulisic, the captain. Coming off his best European season yet. Still does numbers for the USA. Pulisic with a laser, a curler, and a diver into the top corner. Wow. And Vizcarra got a hand to it, but just not enough. I still got Argentina winning the whole thing. Pulisic, 3rd minute goal. 1-0, 1-0 Estados Unidos. 30th career international goal for the USA. Ties Brian McBride for the 5th all-time. 2nd youngest to reach the 30-goal mark for the USA. Donovan was younger when he hit 30 goals. 4 minutes in. Why so bad? What do you mean? I mean, we knew Bolivia was going to be horrible. I don't think I'm shocked at all. Okay. First international goal was against Bolivia on May 28th, 2016. And his 30th is against Bolivia. What a bookend. Well, it ain't a bookend. You still got a lot to go, but it's funny how that happens. First international goal for Pulisic was against Bolivia in 2016. 30th was against Bolivia 8 years later. I mean, that's kind of awesome. He's going to score more. Pulisic will score more international goals. But the fact that his first and 30th were against the same team. There you go. Tactical manager said Arteaga's goal was lucky. It was a good shot. No, I don't think it was lucky. I mean, Roma put it up well. Nobody was on Arteaga. He banged that thing in. I don't see how it was lucky. Now, Mexico winning, was that lucky? Yes. The goal itself, no. But it is a problem when a defender is scoring your only goal to win a game against Jamaica. But that's just my opinion. This game, USA. 43 wins, 13 losses, 13 draws, 15 losses for Berhalter as manager. I'm not surprised. No, I think Jamaica could have easily drawn. They didn't, but they could have easily drawn. Mexico did play milquetoast. Very milquetoast. I mean, Luis Chavez legitimately saved your ass. He didn't score, no. What he did do was keep the game clean. Especially after Edson got hurt. He was playing well with Edson, but after he definitely stepped up a notch, I have to say. If it wasn't for Luis Chavez, you probably would have lost or drew that game. As I said, Argentina. I still got them winning the whole thing. Great goal. We talk about Pulisic or Arteaga. Both were. Let's just be honest. Let's just be clear. Both goals were amazing. Like, Pulisic just maneuvered that thing so perfectly, though, I have to say. Series tied between these teams. 2 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. The last meeting of these teams was in 2018. And here we go. Plays on Balogun. Not there. Falls back to Weah, but saved by Vizcarra. One, I collect jerseys. And by the way, it's also a Josie Altidore jersey. So I wanted a Josie Altidore jersey, and well, I liked this jersey, and I bought it back in 2018 because I thought this was a cool jersey, and well, I still like Josie. I still like Josie, yeah. So I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I collect jerseys anyway around CONCACAF because you know what? It's a good amount. I have a good amount already. But the plan is to be able to wear a jersey at some point for every video. And not just random colored t-shirts, wrestling t-shirts that fit the color scheme of a team or jerseys. But, I mean, I want all of CONCACAF to succeed. Like, when it comes to tournaments like Copa and World Cup, I want all of CONCACAF to succeed. I'm not against anybody, frankly. Of course, I want Canada to do the best, but if the USA is playing anybody else, I want the USA to win that game. If Mexico's playing, well, I didn't want them to beat Jamaica, I'm not going to lie, but I wanted Jamaica to win that game. I'm not going to lie. But it was CONCACAF versus CONCACAF. Different. But like in tournaments like this, of course, I'm going to support CONCACAF. Plus, of course, Japan and Italy, but that's by the by. But there you go. Is John Tolkien playing in this? No, because he just played last night. I know he's a badass, but I know John Tolkien's a badass, but he can't play twice in 2 days. Shot over the bar. I'm happy for y'all. I wanted to be proved wrong by Jamaica. I still had them finishing top 2, but I wanted to be proved wrong by them. But not getting that point's definitely going to hurt them. And by the way, I predicted a draw in that Mexico-Jamaica game. I wanted Jamaica to win. But I think Jamaica's finishing dead last. After last night, they playing forward, that's going to go wide corner because you can't wear number 47 for the national team, even during breaks that aren't. Playing forward corner for Pulisic, taken, headed away. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do that one later. All right. Should Mexico make any changes besides the change they have to make to Romo for Edson? No. You're pretty much stuck. Like, there's no obvious change. I mean, besides Romo Edson. Like, you're playing 2 teams that may be better than you. Sadly enough, they have absolutely nobody who's better than him, at least on the squad right now. So, you're shit out of luck. Could have called up a guy who was better than him, but maybe now that Edson's off the roster, they'll let you call somebody else up. Maybe you should call up a right back to replace him, or outside back to replace him who's better than him. But if you didn't do it before, I'm sure you won't do it now. How their NASCAR's delayed for rain. Well, that sucks. 2 wins, 0 draws, 4 losses. Bolivia head coach for Zago. Probably be another loss. Mbappe said Euro Cup's hard, World Cup. Yeah. Maybe because you haven't won it. Maybe that's why you say it. I don't know. Mbappe legitimately, either he doesn't respect South American football or he just, I don't know. Makes no sense to me. 1-0. Love that Pulisic scored, says Winvo. I mean, he scored a really good goal. 20 of 26 players on the Bolivian roster play in their domestic league. Bolivar always ready, the strongest, teams like that. Mm-hmm. 14th minute, 1-0. Again, and I think every starting player, the strongest for the goalkeeper, always ready for Medina, Bolivar for Segredo, Ponte Preta for Hakeem. I don't think that's a Colombian. Ponte Preta's in Brazil, so that's one who isn't. Segredo 2, Bolivar, Fernandez plays in Russia, Baltica. That's wild. Dude plays in Russia. Okay, Villamil, LDU de Quito, that is Ecuador, LDU Quito. Pulisic scoring a hat trick. He probably should. Justinano, Bolivar for Salcedo. Blooming for Menacho. That is in Bolivia, but that's a nobody club. Blooming. Yeah, that is. Yeah, Bolivian names are crazy. Miranda, the strongest. So that would be 2 play. 3 players that don't play in Bolivia in their starting 11. Yeah. Or 2 of them. Or no, yeah, 3 of them. Fernandez plays in Russia. 15th minute. No, you just can't go that high. You cannot wear the number 47 for the national team. It's only numbers 1 through 26. Now, Gold Cups, when they had supplemental picks, went from like 24 to 30. And Josie Altidore wore the number 27 in 2017 instead of 17 because he wasn't on the main roster because they had supplemental picks for the knockout stage. But playing forward, blocked away, corner for the USA. Yes, speaking of Josie, as I said, yep. Corner for the USA. We need a World Cup in Bolivia and wake up the Bolivian giant. Well, every time there's a tournament held in Bolivia, they win. Or almost do, I should say. I think they've only lost 1. Cross in. You know, I'd laugh at, you know what? I'm fine with it just for the trolling portion of it. It's like, yeah, Bolivia goes and wins the World Cup because it's hosted in La Paz. Yep, go ahead. Be hilarious. It would be absolutely hilarious. The height advantage is real. Now I just wonder if the players would also get the bubble guts. Or that was just a Pachuca thing. I don't know. That would be Spain, Morocco, and Portugal with games in Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay, I think. But there's 3 South American nations that'll host games for the Centenario of the World Cup. But the rest of it's in Spain, Morocco, and Portugal, which all of them will be in the 2030 World Cup as hosts. But 17th minute, 1-0, 1-0. Who are the Bolivians' best player? Honestly, at this point, Vizcata. Because he's made some really good saves. This game could have been worse. It's only the 18th minute. It could have been worse. He's playing well. Apparently, Germans have Copa America rights. I don't know why you would assume that. Like, I don't know why you would assume that. Like, that is a wild assumption. Like, it's a white t-shirt with red and blue and white stripes. And the away kit's inspired by the bomb pop. What? That is a wild... How far is the U.S. getting in Copa America? They're going to get to the semifinal, lose, go to the third place match, and lose the third place match to Canada. You have winning the Euros. Right now, Germany or Spain. That could be a problem. Yeah. Therefore, Mississippi State players have... I want to see how they're doing. Caitlin Clark's a good player. Both let me just preface, both Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are great players. I don't like that the media is pitting them against each other. I both think they're good players. Now, do I think Angel Reese is a little bit delusional, thinking she's the reason why Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark? Yes. Caitlin Clark's a very good player. But I think it sucks that the media is pitting them against each other and have for a year. Because if you remember the women's NCAA tournament last year, that's where it all started. But, and then of course, Toronto's getting a WNBA team very soon. So I hope there's a lot of former Mississippi State players there, or at least a good bit. Of course, I'm going to root for them anyway, but it would be nice. Croatia, Italy on Fox proper tomorrow. We'll be live for Croatia, Italy at 2 o'clock. Then we'll basically 1 hour later jump into Costa Rica, the Group D games, and then 7 o'clock, of course. So we got basically 3 lives, 1 review. Semifinals are tough ass. Brazil, Colombia are good. Brazil's got problems. That'd be nice. No, not really. I just don't like. Yeah, no, I think it's more of an envy issue. Like, I just think it's an envy issue, to be totally honest. And the fact that doesn't help Caitlin Clark of all she is. I think the envy also comes in because of all she is. Not just because of her race, but also because of the way she identifies, like all of it. I think a lot of those players are just jealous of her as well because she's such a great player, but like everything she identifies as is anathema to women's sports in general, honestly, or at least the way they like to see it or the way they believe it is. But I think it's mostly envy, though. 85% envy that she's a really good player, but I think there's a little bit of identity politics in there as well. Yeah. I think so. She should. The fact that she isn't, now that's envy, and that coach is an idiot. That coach hates her, though, like straight up. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but you should have seen it coming because the statements of that coach is like, but the rest of the league is playing, not just the Indiana Fever and shit like that, like slick shit. That coach been saying slick shit about Caitlin Clark, the Olympic women's coach. She's been saying slick shit. Like, I'm not surprised she ain't on the roster. She should be, but again, envy. Well, it can't be because they only can play in the semifinals. It can't be. So, I mean, yeah, he's insane for the fact that it can't be. There's no way it can. As I said, semifinal, third place loss. I already did that. Watch the video. I don't want to talk about the team that's going down like the Hindenburg right now. That's not how I feel. No. I agree with that. Probably. It's only 1-0. They should have scored more. Can Uruguay and Argentina meet in the final? Yes. That's the predicted final that I have, but yes. At least hire Mark Savard as assistant coach. That's a good move. Cross in by McKennie. That's going to be wide. Out for a corner. I don't know because I don't know where you live. So when you're driving home your Datsun 280ZX, well, I have no idea because I don't know where you live. And I don't really want to know. 26-minute, 1-0. He's a Berube guy. Good. For Savard. %58 possession of 42. Playing forward, Pulisic. Reyna. Gio Reyna was the player of the tournament for the 23-24 Nations League. Anyone tried Wingstop Wings? No. And here comes the fights and physicality. Oh, so you're Big Bird. Okay. Oh, so you're Big Bird. You know Bert and Ernie? I've never had Wingstop Wings. You live in a trash can. I know it's far from now, but who's winning Red Bulls versus NYCFC in September? I feel like Red Bulls are going to be more consistent so far this season. So I'm going to say Red Bulls. He's right. They should be. But they won't because they're Argentina. And there's swinging going on. Not surprised. 29th minute. Again, there's a meme where they have like the Euros having like a not Euros, but a tactic moving like animation where the players are moving tactically in blocks. And then they have the Copa America where there's like 3 3D babies and one smashes one in the head with a lamppost. They're just fighting, and then there's a lamppost in there for some reason. I mean, hey, if you want to smash somebody over the head with a lamppost, that's your prerogative. Good for him. Good for him. Well, it also helps they're at home. 29th minute. 30th minute. Austin are signing a Ukraine center back, Spotov. Well, at least Austin are somewhat good this year. Playing forward. And Girault gets hacked again. What's your prediction on the final score tonight? For USA, Bolivia. 3-0. No, that's not normal. Are you on LSD? That might have something to do with it. Are you on LSD? Did you do peyote? Did you do LSD? That might have something to do with it. Or you really, or you're on Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That would also make sense. That you're a yellow puppet tripping balls. I'm a computery guy. Everything made out of buttons and wires. I'd like to show you inside my digital life. Inside my mind, there is a digital mind. Another 3-0 this weekend. Man, you're having a good weekend, aren't you? Football Americas was clowning on Marsh for talking about the 20 minutes, saying he had it as an excuse. It was just him making a point. Yeah, they were wrong to clown on him. Like, what? This is Football Americas, not Football CONMEBOL. Why are we back in Argentina? I guarantee you, if Mexico did that to the USA and Berhalter said the same shit, they'd be like, yeah, Berhalter's right. What? I guarantee you. I guarantee you. So, 32nd minute. Pulisic tied McBride at 30 goals. Yep. Amazing for Pulisic. And he's the second youngest player to hit that 30-goal mark. Donovan was younger. It's on Fox proper, local Fox. So I'm watching on the Fox Sports app, but it's being shown on local Fox. So if you have basic cable, you should be able to watch it. They were wrong. They're wrong. I guarantee you, if Berhalter said the same shit and Mexico pulled the same shit, they'd be like, yeah, you know what? Berhalter has a point. Like, what? Like, Argentina were allowed to be late to the pitch for whatever reason. Whether Argentina can bend the rules slightly because Lionel Messi's there, or because they were playing mind games and they were fine to take the fine. Either way, no team should be able to do that. They shouldn't. Take 5 extra minutes, 6 extra minutes to get back out to the pitch. No. It's 15 minutes for a reason. How we doing? That would be wild. That'd be absolutely wild. That's what I figured. Gio Reyna plays it down. Even CONCACAF doesn't let Mexico do that shit to the USA. But I guarantee you, again, Football Americas would have sang a different tune if Greg Berhalter was saying that about Mexico. Doesn't help that Jesse Marsch basically spurned the USA. Well, they spurned him, then he spurned them back. That probably doesn't help, but anything to make Berhalter look better, I guess. But when Berhalter says it, it wouldn't be an excuse. Hey, when Mexico goes and pulls that, I want you to keep the same energy. I want you to keep the same energy. When Mexico pulls the same thing Argentina did, when Argentina did, and it's against the USA, and Berhalter says the same thing Jesse Marsch says, I want you to keep the same energy. That's what I want. But you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't. Who's the best player on the pitch right now? Christian Pulisic. Pulisic. Goal, playing the ball forward, probably looks like the most consistent player. Gio Reyna probably second. But they're hacking him like a dead fish. Weah. Cross in. Balogun. Oh my God, man. No. Balogun, the ball just, nope. They're getting special treatment like Mexico. In fact, Argentina is becoming a home team in the U.S. Well, that's because Messi's there. See, Balogun, you know what? If he's so good, he shouldn't be doing that. Against Bolivia, this is the time for Balogun to make a statement, okay? This is the time for him to make a statement saying, I am that guy you think I am. Or you thought I was. Again, it's Bolivia, but he needs to get his feet wet. Once you get the chip off your shoulder, you start rolling. Bolivia's a team to do that against. He needs 2 or 3 goals against Bolivia if you really want Balogun to become the guy that you think he will be. But for now, if he doesn't, Haji Wright starts the next game. Is my opinion. Who was the best Red Bulls player ever? Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry or Bradley Wright Phillips. It's in between one of them. It's either Thierry Henry or Bradley Wright Phillips. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. If you want goal scoring, BWP. If you want absolutely beautiful football, Thierry Henry. It depends on what you want to call best player for the club. If you want the goal scorer, BWP. If you want the better football, Thierry Henry. For them, yes. That's basically my point. If you want the goal scoring numbers, that's BWP. If you want the numbers of goals, it's him. And assists. If you have that many goals, you probably have a good bit of assists too. If you want the football ability, Thierry Henry, which is beautiful goals. But hey, at least he won Juan Pablo Angel. .38th minute. Still 1-0 for the USA versus Bolivia. Not the best result, but I'm also, well, I'll say, I am a Thierry Henry stan. I am a fan of Thierry Henry. Always will be. Prime Thierry Henry or Mbappe. Ooh. Prime Henry. Prime Henry. I think he's going to have 2.5 good years in MLS. He'll get picked up after his second full season. So in 2026, he'll go to Europe, go to a team like Porto or Benfica, and then go from there. I'm not saying he's going to be one of the best players in the world, but I think he's going to be a solid player that does go to Europe and has a pretty good career in Europe, I think. Pretty much Josie, but actually good in Europe. That's, yeah. Basically the Josie Outdoor career path, but good in Europe. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Because, well, Josie Outdoor started with the Red Bulls. Let's not forget. Then he was horrible in Europe, and then... Don't let Irish guy hear you say that. Don't. 41st minute, 1-0, 1-0 esta noche. USA have not scored since the Pulisic goal in the 3rd minute. They should have scored, but Vizcarra definitely stood in his head. That's the first thing. Second of all, nice. Top corner. Twice. Cross in. It's hard to get. Well, FC Cincinnati was going for him, but I still think he has more to do in Europe. The fact that he's going to be going to MLS would suck. I think he still has more to give. Televisa hypes up Brazil instead of Costa Rica. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. USA has 61% possession. Good. USA playing forward. Anthony Robinson blocked away. Throw in. Playing forward. Balogun. Balogun. Shot. Goal. 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 Flarin Balogun. 2-0. Gets off the mark. 2-0. Flarin Balogun. Right before the half. Finds one into the back of the net. Flarin Balogun scores. Still needs more than that, but that's the Balogun we expected. That looked pretty easy. (2-0) Dos Cero, 43rd minute. I did say 3-0 then now. What a shot. Finds the perfect place to put it. Has the room to slide it to the opposite side of the net. Nutmegs defender. Easy as you like. Left side of the box, but he puts it all to the opposite. Basically crosses across the goal. Nutmegs a defender, rolls it in, but beautiful goal. USA. Tennessee Vols win game 2. So that means it's going to a game 3, right? TAMU won game 1. Vols won game. It's going to game 3. I hope Tennessee wins. I want that Colt Texas A&M to cry. You know what? Yeah, game 3. Yeah. Goodbye me. Goodbye me. Cry, Tamu, cry. Colt. Stop stealing our shit. Stole the maroon and white. You stole the Aggie thing. Made it definitely Colty. And now you're going to steal baseball from us? Hell no. Out of here. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Welcome to CONCACAF, my Bolivian friends. And they could say the same thing to the USA about CONMEBOL. 2-0 USA with 1.5 minutes to go in stoppage time. Playing forward. But as you know, I've actually been to Rocky Top. I've been to the Smoky Mountains. Hell, it was awesome. Actually, I think this time last year was my vacation there. So just a year ago. It's awesome. Cincinnati gave him the bag. It's like McKenny's going to MLS. Douglas Luiz is going to Juve after all. Yeah, but want to swap McKenny for whatever. I guess they didn't want the McKenny portion of it. Halftime, it's 2-0. 2-0 USA, 2-0 Miedo Tiempo. USA has 2 out of 3 goals that I thought they would get. Still got some more to go. But only OMG, if USA keeps beating teams like Bolivia, I could see them winning the World Cup. Douglas Luiz or Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Easy. McKenny goes to the MLS. He's got to be moved to the Gold Cup squad with Ferreira, Morris, Ariola, etc. I mean, that's a little bit harsh, but fair. Yeah, here's the thing. CONMEBOL wants money, and guess what? I think CONCACAF teams will be there for the most part. I think there will be multiple CONCACAF invitees for the next. I think this will be a similar format for the rest of the time or the very near future. For the next 3 or 4 tournaments, I think this will stay the format because I think they're going to see the money from it. And as well, more games. Do I think next time they will play in South America, though? Yes. Do I think there will be CONCACAF qualifiers? Yes. Fair enough. Hungary have a chance to get out of the group. Good for them. See you. We'll take a short break at the half, talking about the stats, get this one going. 2-0, 2-0. USA, Estados Unidos. Oh, we'll be back. I would hope so. I'll take that, but sit tight, I'll be back. We back. So UEFA Women's Heroes on Fox Sports. Well, no, they got the men's heroes, so of course they got the women's heroes. How do things work? No, I'm not. I got a Coke. Had to change the trash. Went to the bathroom. Didn't take a 2. Trust me. Well, whatever. I ain't going TMI. I did. Never have. Halftime, at least. Halftime breaks have never been that. Let's just put it like that. Nice. We always have toilet paper, don't we? But again, yeah. Nice. I'm not, actually. I'm happy. I'm very happy. My football team might suck ass, but I'm very happy. No existential crisis here. Well, my shit football team can't break down my happiness. That's enough. So let's put it like that. Yeah, no existential crisis here. None. Stats of the half: 60% possession to 40% possession. 7 shots to 2. 3 shots on goal to 1. 218 accurate passes. 81% to 143. 78%. 5 fouls to 6. 4 corners to 0. 7 shots to 2. 3 shots on goal to 1. 268 passes to 183. We got 81% pass accuracy to 78. 14 throws to 16. 0 offside to 1. 0 yellow cards to 3. 0 red cards, 0. 2-0 at the half. 2-0 medio tiempo. And Bolivia's making a triple sub. Oh, yeah, USA was the better team by 4. Well, Orlando has been worse, but TFC's about to be worse. There's a difference. Musa's coming on for the USA, then Bolivia's making a triple sub. Yep. Tyler Adams is off for Yunus Musa. You can only go 45 minutes. Why start the guy? Okay. Cuellar is on for Bolivia. Terceros is on. Well, true. It's funny, the last 2 times we've won, we were playing Canadian teams. And that was post the Kendrick diss tracks. Shit. Kendrick cursed Canada. All you need to do is curse Drake. He has nothing to do with TFC. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Not to say it, you know what? You know what? I think you have a point. Kendrick cursed Canada. Doesn't surprise me. And we're off in the second half. Kendrick cursed Canada. The last time we won was against a Canadian team. We haven't won since. That Montreal and Saint Laurent wins. So those were post Kendrick diss tracks. So you know what? But they were playing Canadian teams. So interesting. You may have a point. Football heritage. Musa's in. Menacho, Justinano, and Medina are off for Ramallo, Terceros, and Cuellar. Of course, Yunus Moose is on for Tyler Adams. 4 subs at the half, 3 for Bolivia, 1 for the USA. They got that flipped wrong. No, right now Munthali's their interim, but BJ Callahan's a lot closer to Munthali than he is Gary Smith. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in the Texas sky, I'll be bucking it to county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. Pretty much. Well, no, it's just Bolivia's making the U.S. look useful. If anybody takes anything out of this game, no, do not take anything out of this game but the fact that the USA won. If you take anything more out of it, you're delusional. If you take out, oh, Greg should still be the manager, oh, the USA are going to win this tournament, you are delusional. Delusional, delusional, delusional. Greg Berhalter, this should not let him keep his job. Watch the whole tournament before you say that. Max Arston's going to the Sounders. Ah, crap. Why are Columbus getting rid of all their midfielders? What are we doing? Oh, my God. Pachuca might have just mind bent them. Genjutsu. Pachuca caught them in a Genjutsu. Or Tim Bezbachenko is that good of a GM. And Columbus Crew's going full Toronto 2018. Or full Toronto 2019 present. I mean, let's think about it, right? Tim Bezbachenko is the best GM in MLS history. Built 2 teams into contenders that you never would have thought would be continental contenders and then left. And one of them fell off to shreds, and the other might just do that. Early returns say Columbus might just lose their edge, just like Toronto lost their edge. Now, will they be the worst team in the league? That's to be seen, but that's about 3 years from now, if it happens. It's about 3 years from now if it happens. How do I know? Because I saw it happen to my club. Point for point, bar for bar, I saw the same thing happen. I would. It depends on, well, no, you know what? I'd sit in the nosebleeds for a George Strait concert. Yeah, I would. Screw it. Yeah. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, I would, hands down. Free George Strait tickets, yeah. I'd be down. George Strait, well, Randy Travis can't sing no more, but you know what? After the new song, knowing that James Dupre put his voice into it so the song could be made, I would go to one of those Randy Travis tribute concerts with James Dupre singing there, yeah. And, of course, Billy Joel. Shot! Oh, wide. Honestly, he's one of the best things about your team, so I know you have Forsberg, but Frankie Amaya, honestly, is the engine that team needed, and he's leaving halfway through the season, so I'm a little bit worried for y'all if y'all start falling off a little bit. They do. They do. It's interesting. Tim Weah, good look. I agree. 51st minute. But again, the 3 You know, why Timothy Weah choose the USA? Because he did. Greg Berhalter's a great recruiter. The only person who could recruit better than Greg Berhalter is Nick Saban. Is what I like to say. If there's anything good about Greg Berhalter, is he's a good recruiter. He's very good at recruiting players to the cause. And I think both of them are gone. Like Omier got traded, and then Frankie Amaya is gone now. Yeah. We'll see if Cameron Harper might become that guy. He needs to. I mean, he was burning Toronto like a freaking. He was burning Toronto like freaking Tinder last night. Yeah. So. Berhalter is an amazing recruiter. SKC sucks. That's the problem. That doesn't tell you anything. Besides, Toronto was good for a little bit. Post Bezbachenko, they were good for a little bit. It took a while for them to fall off the cliff. That's why I said 3 years. If you remember, 2019 was a pretty good season, all things considered. They made the MLS Cup final. There were low moments, Independiente, and a long losing run, but still made the MLS Cup. 2020, they damn near won the Supporters' Shield. Playing forward, USA, way across in, Balogun! Balogun with a second! He taps in his second of the night! And it's offside. I mean, shit. I'm not going to laugh at that. Shit probably happened to me. There's always, when you do a parlay, there's always something that gets you. Let's just put it like that. That's an experience everybody has. Like, if you're doing a parlay or some prize pick stuff, there's always going to be something to screw you over. The more you bet, the worse. And it is offside. The more you bet, the more likely you are to lose. At least parlay-wise. Yes. Yes, it is. But he will win. They will win. Mississippi State will win. They're going to go 10-2 this year. Book it. They're going to shock the world. 10-2, 12th place or 12th rank in this college football playoff, the poll. They go to the playoff, and anything goes from there. Think Mississippi State's only going to win 8 games? You're out of your mind. 6, 8 games? You're out of your mind. They're going to win 10 games this year. 10 games. Let's remember, Ole Miss went 10-2 and they were 12th. Still 2-0 past the post. The Balogun shot was offside because Weah was barely off. But Mississippi State will be 10-2 this year. Book it. And I'll do as many games as I can on this channel. Of course. Dime time. Let's go. Blake Shapen's going to be a low-key Heisman contender. 55th minute. Boom. Cross in. Header. But Bolivia playing forward. Did you see Mbappe today? No. No, because I had nothing to do around the sewers. I had nothing to do with being around the sewers, so no, I didn't see Mbappe. I ain't changing the hat. It was a layup, but it was still funny. Bolivia would get their ass kicked in CONCACAF too, as you could tell. Playing forward. Playing forward, 57th minute. Baja Bolivia, you'll get better. The Costa Rican League. Now Saprissa, Herediano, and Alajuelense would still dominate. Who's the Bolivia CONCACAF shit team who only plays good at home? Ooh. Well, no, that would be the USA, actually. That would be the USA. Shit is stretching it, but they only play good at home. So, you know what? And even then, when they play teams that are worth a shit, they lose, even if it is at home. So, you know what? Hot take, USA. They're frauds. They may not be shit, but they're frauds. Close enough. They may not be overly shit, but they're frauds. It's close enough. They can't play on the road. They lost to Trinidad in Trinidad. Didn't get them knocked out of the Nations League or the Copa, but they damn near, they damn near tried. They damn near tried. I expect from Panama, although Uruguay is the candidate with Argentina. Uruguay should still win, but I think Panama's going to fight. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. It still may be 2 or 3-0, but I don't think it'll be a blowout at all. 59th minute. But, yeah, I'll go with it. USA. They may not be shit, but they're fraudulent. It's close enough. Shot save. The USA may be better as a performance team, but they are definitely not 11th in the world. 11th in the world is very BS. Let's remember, Greg Berhalter's win total against top 20 nations that aren't in Mexico is 7.5%. His winning percentage against top 20 nations that aren't Mexico. 7.5%. The only reason his away winning percentage is any better is because there's a gimmies in there. Similar, I would say similar. Yeah. Sky Dome is up there with a lot of baseball stadiums. The Air Canada Center's up there with a lot of basketball, hockey arenas. BMO Field is smaller than some of the MLS stadiums, but I think the ones that are smaller than is they're both NFL, MLS. But BMO Field also has the CFL, so that is sort of, I guess, a analytical comparison, I guess. But BMO Field is a similar size to Crew Stadium or Nashville or their new field, Geodis Park. It's similar. It's pretty similar. And so when the Club World Cup happens, so when the Gold Cup next year happens, when the World Cup happens, apart from that, well, fair enough. So, why do you not want to see tournaments in North America? What, you'd rather wake up at 5 in the morning to watch some random ass game? Cross in, header. Canada's the better head coach. Miss John Herdman as he was better motivating an international team than being a club coach, but Marsh is better than the crap the U.S. have now. Here's the thing about Jesse Marsh, though. Jesse Marsh is a better overall coach than John Herdman. As I said last night, John Herdman had a very good generation that was already coming through. Octavio Zambrano would have made a World Cup with that generation. Zambrano got railroaded. Let's just be completely honest. But Herdman is a very good motivator, but it works a lot better when you only see them once every couple of months and for about 2 weeks. The longer it goes, the less you could say, the less tricks you could pull out of the bag to keep that motivation high, as you can see with Toronto. And now that they're spiraling, I can't believe he saved them once from spiraling, because if you remember, earlier in the season, the Vancouver result, the Charlotte home result, there were like 3 really bad games in a row. But he saved them from spiraling out. Then they had a very good continued start to the season on a rebound. Now they're spiraling out again. I don't know what he pulled out of his sleeve to stop them from spiraling out the first time, but he can't do it again. He can't do it again. John Herdman is a motivational merchant, but that's all he has, and he doesn't have the tactics to back it up. He has one tactic. If it doesn't work and the motivation isn't working, they suck. Point blank, period. He is what he is. Honestly, though, I will say, I do think John Herdman can identify talent very well. I think he would be a good director of football for a club. He's not a manager, though. Like, if John Herdman were to become the director of football for a club and have a different manager who is a little bit more simpatico but has more tactics, but can also be a hard ass and motivational, but also has more tactics, and it doesn't really run out. Like, I don't know, a pirate maybe? I don't know. I think it would be better. But I think Herdman can be a good director of football. It's just the fact that I don't think as a club manager, I don't think it's there. But still, Jesse Marsh is a better manager anyway overall. Yeah, Bobby Bacalata, San Diego. I hope they fail. I hope they burn. I hope they burn. Burn! Burn! What do you think about Greenland to be accepted by CONCACAF and the prospect of Israel coming to CONMEBOL? I'm good with Greenland coming to CONCACAF. Should be interesting. Israel being in the Copa America, I don't understand. I'm not a fan of guest nations that make no sense. CONCACAF is a different sort of thing. Valerian Balogun and Gio Reyna coming off the pitch for Johnny Cardozo and Ricardo Pepi. If tournaments have guest nations that make no sense just because they want more money or they just they make a backroom deal to be a guest, sort of like Qatar at the Gold Cup the past 2 times, what Israel could be at CONMEBOL, Qatar at the Copa, I don't like it. I don't like it. And besides, there's it's just a needless sideshow. Because there's going to be politics attached to it. And there's going to be politics attached to it that some people don't want to hear. Some people are going to get absolutely baited by. Simple. Why would you do that? Like, to me, I want to focus on the game, frankly. I want to focus on the game. But if I got to hear politics from other sides, it is what it is. I don't think it fits anyway. I think it's a needless thing to do. It really is. I feel the same about them as I did Qatar. Simple. As a guest, I feel the same about them as Qatar at the Gold Cup. Similar for me. It's ridiculous. No. I don't think Lampard would have been as good as Marsh. No. I would gladly take that. Actually, you know what? I would gladly take that, but I prefer the Pirate. I prefer the Pirate. No. Sadly enough, there's more Copa America, so no. I want to. I wish I could, but no. Carmelo's on. 68th minute. What do you think? The New England Patriots. What do you think? Even though Brady's retired, it's still the Patriots. '68th minute, U.S. playing forward. Yep. It was offside anyway. Nope, that was past the post. Yeah, but wait, 6 rings? Yeah, I don't think so. 6 rings. 6 rings, and Brady has 7. So, yeah, I don't know exactly where you're going with that. If it was the Saints, I get it. They still have a ring, but yeah, I get it. But hey, take that. Hey, take that second beta out. Hey, take that second beta out. Come on now. Beta. Take that second beta out. Playing forward shot. What are they doing, man? The U.S. is scuffing so many chances. It's nails on a chalkboard level scuffing. Scuffing so many chances. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Cross in, headed away. Greg Berhalter, beta. Stu Holton, beta. Gareth Southgate, beta. John Hurtman, beta. Beta mail. Maybe I'll check it out. I'm pretty damn busy, but if I got any time, I'll see if I can remember to check it out. It's amazing. It's amazing. '71st minute. This game is absolutely. You know how your engine turns over and your car absolutely just breaks down? Yeah, that's exactly what this game is. The U.S.'s engine is turned over and their car is broken down on the side of the road. And you have to have an oil change. It's not like you just fill up the gas tank. You have to have an oil change, probably a new engine block. Yeah, that's exactly what happened here. Me, if I was the coach, I'd be like, no, you're going to keep curb stomping them. This is a team you should score 3 or 4 or 5 against. Why are you only scoring 2? Now, they could have scored more chances, but the keepers definitely saved a good bit of them. I mean, Bolivia's keepers played amazingly, but I will have to say, I don't know about you, but this game should be 3, 4, 5-0 at the end of it, and it's not. More like 4 or 5. The USA is legitimately coasting. Yeah, I saw the roast. I thought it was funny. And it's 7 rings. Don't forget Tampa. Don't forget Tampa. It's Eli Manning. You. Fernandez going forward. Somebody cosplaying Alexi Lawless. Lol. Well, Eli Manning. Super Bowl Steeler, Rebel scum. You know he went to Ole Miss too. Rebel scum, Super Bowl Steeler. Joke of a quarterback who's only popular because his brother and the fact he stole 2 Super Bowls. I don't respect him. Peyton, I respect. In the end, I respect Peyton. I don't respect Eli. Never will, never have, never will. Eli is one of the luckiest dudes out there on the planet. Segredo's off for Vaca. 74th minute. Arch Manning will end up somewhere for sure. Yeah. He'll be starting for Texas the next 2 years. He's going to end up somewhere. I don't know where. We'll see who has the first pick in 2 years or 3 years. As I said, I respect Peyton. It also helps Brady beat the ever-loving brakes off of him for most of his career until the very end. But Peyton's a funny dude. I miss seeing Brady and Peyton play each other. They have respect for each other. They honestly like each other. Peyton's a funny dude. Peyton's the cool brother. Like, you realize, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have hated him. I mean, Brady, of course, had his number for most of the time, but maybe I shouldn't have hated him. There was no reason to hate him besides the rivalry. Peyton's a cool dude. Fernandez coming off. Oh, it will be Vaca Fernandez, okay. But Eli, though, Peyton's the cool big brother. Eli's like that punky little brother who nobody wants to see, but he always finds his way into the spotlight every so often. But it's always horrible when he does. And then he chooses to latch on to his brother now that their careers are over, and Peyton's like, you know what, fine. But I don't even think he likes it, to be totally honest. Well, of course, over the bar. 76 minute. I don't even think Peyton likes it, but they got a good thing going, so I guess you have to stand it. So. And I guess in the end, it's good Peyton won a second ring, because Eli having more rings than Peyton would have been absolutely horrible. So I guess it's a good thing Peyton went out on top and got that second ring in the end. I didn't want it at the time, but you know what? Now I think about it. I still feel sorry for Cam Newton, though. Well, I've always been a Cam Newton fan. Always. I've always been a Cam Newton fan. Man, that year when Cam Newton was with the Patriots, I thought it would be awesome. And then, like, the first couple of weeks were great. Then he got COVID. Then it fell off the cliff. But it was cool to see Cam there. You know, I'd like to see Peyton and Bill interact. That'd be nice. Belichick and Peyton interact. That'd be nice. I feel like there'd be some backhanded jokes from Bill to Peyton. That'd be awesome. Cross in. Bill's actually pretty funny when you get him out of his shell, though, I gotta say. Again, if you watch the roast and the Pat McAfee episodes and all that, Bill's actually got a personality. It's actually kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. Weston McKennie's off for Luca De La Torre. 78th minute. It's always bloody Burnley. Absolute banter. "13 minutes to go. The 78th minute. Yeah, they don't want to risk injuries, and they think they have the game wrapped up by now, which I hope that doesn't bite them in the ass. Club-wise, best 3 left wingers in CONCACAF. Ooh. Buanga. Quinones, well, he's not there no more, so that doesn't count. Shot, save. Ooh. Well, Quinones is gone, so he doesn't count. Piojo Alvarado. I guess so. And Rossi, Diego Rossi. Yeah. Buanga, Alvarado, Rossi. Ochoa or Matt Turner? Matt Turner. 79th minute. Has barely anything to do tonight. Speaking of Matt Turner, he barely did anything tonight, but that's expected, I should say. Still 2-0. Good. Good. Pachuca shouldn't be getting rid of all of them. I don't care if Pachuca owns the club. They shouldn't be getting rid of those guys off of Pachuca. That's just, no. Last 2 comments, Matt Turner. I ain't heard anything. We already said that. We already talked about that one. Matt Turner. 81st minute, 2-0. USA going forward. Takes a shot. What a save. That is. I'm not surprised Pachuca's dismantling. I just don't think they should. It's stupid to do it. Like every other time, except this time, they have a really good team, but shot blocked away. I just find it stupid. That's all. Like, I get they were. I just find it stupid that they actually were going to do it. Like, you know it's happening, but maybe they ran a segment on his podcast. I think I've heard about it, actually. I didn't watch it, but I think I heard about it passing. 82nd minute. Who's the best MLS player right now? Chicho Rongo. Owner's not a smart investor. I agree. Already answered that. I think it's still Rossi, Bouanga, Alvarado. I still think it is. Now, if we're adding national team, we're talking about, national team. Canada doesn't really use one, so they're not in it. Quinones, since he's still a Mexican player. Pulisic, and I'm still going to throw Bouanga in there. Quinones, Pulisic, Bouanga. 2 national, 1 club. No, I'm not going to stream the NBA draft. We still got Copa América. Besides, the Raptors lost high picks. So. Brennan Aronson about to come on for the USA. Well, if you watch the TST, he played pretty damn well. Like, if you watch the TST, Pat McAfee played pretty damn well. Like, he used to play the sport. Like, it wasn't just something he did to, get his name out there. He used to play football, soccer. He used to. And you could tell. Because he actually played pretty well at the TST tournament. I mean, do we not forget that? Do we not remember that assist to Mike Grella? Do we not? Because that was amazing. I mean, the goal was amazing too, but it was a pretty good goal. That also was a pretty good goal. But Mike Grella's goal off the McAfee assist was amazing. Probably goal of the year, and nobody's even going to remember it. 2-0 because it was TST. Evander's a 10, not a wing. Watching Robin Hood right now, and Funkel's having a howler. Is this the CFU Club Shield, or is this the league? Because if it's the CFU Club Shield, that's one and done. Like, I need to know, is this the league or the CFU Club Shield? Because just the league. Okay, good. Because the CFU Club Shield is now a one and done tournament. And Robin Hood has to win it to get back to the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. Or be in the final two. Be in the final. But it's a one and done tournament. There's no group stage. There's a prelim round, then a round of 16, then quarterfinal, semifinal, final. It's a one and done tournament. Straight knockout. Now that CFU's running it. Completely. But again, the CFU Club Shield champion and semi or runner-up will be in the Caribbean Cup. But the only way Robin Hood can make it back as defending champions is they have to make the final or win. Well, make the final, but doesn't really matter. It just puts them in different groups. To get to the club or the Caribbean Cup. So Robin Hood has to get it done, is my point. They have to find a way to the final. Damn. That's not the Robin Hood on. No. No. Well, Panama, yes. Uruguay, no. Uruguay, no. Panama, yes. Panama game's going to be a lot tighter than we think, though. Exactly. That's what I said. I agree. Hopefully the Uruguay-Panama game is better, but there will be a short break in between streams. 86 minute. U.S. beats Panama, ties against Uruguay is my prediction. First place to be decided by goal differential. 87th minute, still 2-0. 2-0 esta noche. Cross in, headed away. Cross in. I don't have one. I don't have one. Is the U.S. even trying anymore? No. And honestly, don't give me any ideas. Let me guess, Astrid Wet. Let me guess, Astrid Wet. 89th minute. You know, there's a lot of football. Like, every club has a OnlyFans model at this point, or at least Premier League team. All right. You're really trying to make me clip farm like Jinxie, aren't you? All right. Also, Liga MX has got it too. I haven't seen any of those, actually. I haven't seen any of those. Yeah, and he can't score. All right. 90th minute. Just popped out of nowhere. You might have a computer virus. Or something. I don't know. It's possible. 90th minute. Four minutes of stoppage time. Ay, ay, ay. OnlyFans sounds like a secret OnlyFans. Yeah, but isn't the OnlyFans basically the point is to maybe people know if you have it? Isn't it the point to hide everything? So technically, wouldn't that be whatever? 2-2 halftime. Robin Hood versus Inter Moengo Tapoe. Need Robin Hood to get a grip on this game again. Robin Hood isn't first in the league. It's Transvaal. Well, first professional season. And Robin Hood's probably the reason that happened, thanks to the Caribbean Cup win. '91st minute. Probably not, no. Best case scenario. Best case scenario, it's a robot talking to you. Worst case scenario, it's some fat dude in a call center. I'd probably rather it be a robot. I'm not that down bad, but I'd probably rather it be a robot. 92nd minute. Two minutes to go plus stoppage time of stoppage time. '93rd minute. That's what happens when the game is boring. Yeah, we go off the rails a lot easier. I swear Pulisic has a mullet. That's not a mullet. He ain't Joe Dirt. Buddy ain't Joe Dirt. Now that's a mullet. Buddy ain't Joe Dirt. Now that's a mullet. If I wanted to go full redneck, I'd go a mullet, but I don't. I don't like long hair anyway, so. No, I do not. Personally, don't know anybody who has one. So Girault gets a yellow card with the last seconds. He's Theo Vaughn. Or Theo Vaughn. Yeah, that works. No. Full time. 2-0 USA at full time. That's the way the game ends. 2-0 esta noche. They basically did enough in the first half to get it done. Not the best match, but there you go. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you at 7:55 for Uruguay versus Panama. And we'll also review that match once it's over. But 2-0 for the USA. We'll be back for Group C in the hour. And there you go. In 1 hour. I'll see you then. I'm running. I'm out. Peace.